Okay, so this is Never Give Up's video titled "The World Hates Men." So let's get right to it.
I don't really know how to title this video, uh, but this is something that's been on my mind a lot, and it's been showing more and more lately. And it's I feel like it's something I should talk about because part of my viewership are men struggling, and I know that, I acknowledge that. So I felt like just talking about this, but this is something I've been seeing lately, and that's the world doesn't really care about men at all. We've been to me and my wife are having a baby. We've been to the doctor a few times, and they're always like offering support groups and help and everything to her. But there's no one saying anything about me. There's no one. No one is like, oh, the dad. Here's like things to do as a father or prepare for as a father. There's nothing like that. It's all.
See, and the thing what he's doing is he's venting about how he's treated like dirt. He's being treated like the bottom feeder. Now he's not like what the comment section of his and Rehab Room definitely did a great job pointing it out. And by the way, the link to his video on Never Give Up is also in the description down below here. That the normies think that, hey, look, pay attention to me. Look, I deserve more attention than the wife and the child. But that's not really the case. The case is that he's being treated like the bottom feeder. He's being treated like dirt. He's being treated like the random homeless dude out in the streets. You know, he's asking for some kind of respect. Obviously, the wife and the child are our top priority, but that's not the point he's arguing about. The point is that, hey, look, I'm important. I'm important too. You know, don't leave me out in the dust like that. and geez, the comments were like, how could you're trying to make this all about you. I feel sorry for the wife. Oh my god, man, that is horrible. They're just destroying him.
Only just like women and for women and like how to take care of the child and everything. There's like nothing. There's no. They haven't offered me anything a single time. It's like you'd expect there to be some kind of group for like some kind of system or something for like dads who are expecting to be dads, and where they can like get advice or talk together or anything like that. There's nothing like that, and they don't offer you anything like that. It's like every time I go with my wife to our midwife, because we go once a month, we go on a visit. Every time we go, it's like they look at me as some kind of monster. Like they always ask her, like, has he did he do something? Did he like essay you, or is he an abuser? Has he hit you? They always just ask her. They ask me to go away, and they always ask her these really horrible questions, which is like,
oh man,
to her, like what? It's like they preemptively think that every single man is like a monster, and it's like they have this on a script where they always ask the wife all these things, and that's so weird and unfair. So there's no support groups for me. They always treat me like a monster, and it's like it feels like that shouldn't even be legal. It's like if they're gonna have something like that, then it should be like a couple thing where once a year, if you're married or registered as sambos or something, then once a year you should be called to like the police headquarters where you get a separate interview each to where you can talk about if you get abused or anything like that. Like they shouldn't just like go to strictly the wife and be like, oh, is your husband a monster? It's like,
man,
and they're like ready to write that down. They're like ready to write it down and put it like in some.
He wasn't prepared for that.
Like, if a woman would say like, yeah, my husband is, he doesn't even have to do anything. They can just lie and say like, yeah, my husband is like a monster and he hits me every day or something. Then they would like write that down in a registry, and the guy would get shit even if it wouldn't be true. And
man, I mean, like the thing with Never Give Up is that it is true. The men are like especially for ugly guys like him. I mean, when they saw someone like him who is married to a pretty girl like Julie, they're already thinking, what the hell? What's going on? Why are you married to this ugly dude? You know, that's what they're thinking. It's really sad though. But also too, what makes it even worse is the fact that like what makes it hard to defend Never Give Up is the fact that he doesn't have work skills. He doesn't he doesn't have money to his name. I mean, he was already begging money on the internet. So Yeah, that's what makes it even harder to defend him, and it gets that idea that hey, look, I'm gonna find somebody and then marry her just to prove to everybody and the black pill that if I can do it, you can do it too. But it just ultimately backfired on him, and he wasn't prepared for the responsibilities that he has to deal with, especially shit like this, the kind of abuse that he was gonna get. And of course, go to Rehab Room's video. He outlines the comments very well. The comments from the normies are just so bad. Oh man,
There's no like no one
they
asks or
don't
questions
understand
the
it.
guy for anything. They just don't care about men in general. And this is just the latest thing. It's always been like this. I remember even long ago when I was with my oldest ex, like we used to have similar physical symptoms, and every time I went to the doctor, they were like, "No, we don't really want to pursue like your to check you up," because I asked for like I was asking for X-rays, I was asking for a workout EKG, and I was like, "No, we don't really want to give it to you." And but when my oldest ex, when she asked for it, they were like right away, like, "Yes, let's give you all these things," and she got checked up in like just 2 or 3 months. She got all things done, and for me that took like 6-7 years to finally whine enough to get it done. It's like they don't really care. And I mean like government wise, I mean like the systems in place in the government right now is like built up to not really care at all about men. Is very rough. So I'm very glad that our child is going to be a girl. I'm very glad about that, because I wouldn't want it would be feel very. It's rough if it was a boy, and with my genes and into this world that literally hates men. It's just how it is.
Oh
uh
man.
but yeah, I don't know, I just felt like
Yeah,
venting a bit about it because
that's the kind of shit you go through when you get married and you have kids. You're gonna, especially in a position that he's in right now, where again he doesn't have work ethic. He doesn't have any ways to make money other than YouTube. It's like I don't think he even worked a minimum wage job either. That's how bad it is that he doesn't know how to take care of himself. And like I said, it makes it even harder to defend Never Give Up. But let's continue
it's
on.
rough. It's rough after everywhere. And yeah, I'm not saying being a woman is easy. Of course, it's hard being a woman too. It's hard being alive in general. It's just there's so many unfair systems. I'm sure most other guys have felt something like that too, to some degree. Or maybe it's just certain cases where it's just like there's always this chance that it only happens to me. But I've talked to a lot of people who have had similar experiences, so it'd be strange if it was only to me. But let me know what y'all think about it. Do you all feel, have you guys been through the same thing? And women, have you, if you've ever been pregnant or something like that, have you ever noticed how they don't really give any support or any advice or anything to your husbands? Uh, Let me know in the comments what y'all
Yeah,
think about it, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.
they yeah, it's absolutely brutal. And I mean, I want him to do good, but it's like, again, his situation is not making it any easier to defend him. And one thing I wanted to add to, um, I don't want anything bad to happen between him, Never Give Up, and his wife. But if something not so good were to happen, then it's all gonna be downhill, completely downhill. The internet, especially the normies, are gonna crucify the guy. They are going to rain all kinds of hell on him. He's gonna end up sitting next to Keemstar and possibly Darkside Phil at this point in terms of hate. I mean, even if he were innocent, still, they will destroy the guy, unfortunately, and that is a fact. Anyways, I might make more videos on Never Give Up. We'll see where he goes from here. And I just want to say also one more thing too. Never Give Up won a game. All right. Analogy speaking, he won a game. It's like, hey, great, you beat Tom Brady and the New England Patriots in the regular season. but you didn't win the Super Bowl. You know, I mean, I get that he's trying to be an inspiration, and there are guys that look up to him for hope, but this is to show that getting with a woman does not guarantee success. All right, there's a lot of responsibility, especially having a child. A whole lot of responsibility that comes with it, and you're gonna take so many hits, and you gotta be prepared for that. Unfortunately for Never Give Up, he was not prepared, as I said, and I will leave it at that. Thanks everybody for watching. Take care and have a good one.